This video is week 1, which is the second video called part 2 of my 6-part video series on my in-depth review of Roger Scott and Tom Busby's Early Bird Millionaires Club. For the best experience, be sure to start watching this video series from the beginning. Today is Tuesday, July 28, 2020. This is Carl Dom with the Real P&L channel, with day 2 with Roger Scott and Tom Busby on the Early Bird Millionaires Club. This is day 2 because day 1 was actually signing up for the course and going through all of the information before I actually started trading, and now this is day 2. I made a trade today. The information in this video is my opinion and my experience only. So coming into today, first of all, I set my alarm for 6 a.m. about a half an hour before the market opens out here on the West Coast, where I am, and wanted to make sure I had time to go through any text or email information before the market opened. And I wanted to be able to properly prepare myself for any executions based on the alert instructions. So based on the promotional information for this service and course, my expectations are that I will get an alert before the market opens, and then I'll execute the orders at the market open and hopefully be done for the day after that happens. And today that's what happened. At 5:30 a.m. I received a text from T-Buzz, and I guess that's what they call themselves. It said to look at a stock for a possible long-term play, and it'll be talked about in some meeting later on called a flash meeting, whatever that means. I didn't see anything about any meetings called flash meetings in the introduction material. The stock that he talked about, I'm not going to get into that because I think it might be proprietary, but it was one that had rose 24% yesterday, and then overnight it rose 229%. So this thing is moving. So maybe we're getting late into this one. I don't know how this works. Do I even get in though? I'm not sure. I'm guessing that it'll be talked about in a meeting and then it'll be decided upon at that time. If I did get in though, I don't know how much of my $25,000 account I should allocate. Maybe that'll be in the meeting. And now I'm looking through the website and I can't find where the meeting's going to be. I don't see where the link is. So I guess I need to research where and when that meeting is going to be held. I'm going to check my email and see if there's any difference between what I get in my text and my email. Looking at my email, I did get an email from T-Buzz, and it literally says the same thing as my text. So I gather that as I can just look at my text. I don't have to look at both. The market's going to open in about 15 minutes, and I'm not sure what to do. So I'm thinking today we're doing nothing, as my expectations are that I get information before the market opens and act on it, but I don't have any concrete instructions yet here 15 minutes before the market opens. So I looked over my dashboard on the website and I see this daily report, and it says that there's a new trade number 67 to buy an option on a stock that has been surging really high lately, and I think this stock is up over 25% just in the last week. So then I did get an alert to actually take some action right here at 6:32. So 2 minutes after the market opened, it talked about opening a certain position, and it did name the stock, the call strike, when the call expires, and the price point that I wanted to pay. So I had one of the questions coming in from yesterday is like, how much do I pay for these trades? Should I be a real stickler, and should I just only pay the price that they say? You know, they say $2, for example. Should I just not pay anything over $2, or should I just kind of get into the trade at almost any price that I can get in? And it basically said that you should buy the option around this price, which does answer my question. So they're not being real sticklers as what price you get in at. You just kind of get close to that price. Now today's stats, I had one filled order, and overall I have one open position, and I don't have any closed positions since this is my first day. One of the things that I'm still confused about, and when I went in, is the sizing. So they had a video on sizing, but it seemed subjective, and they gave an example of risking 10% of your capital per trade. So I just kind of guessed because I couldn't find it anywhere, and I just said I'm going to go with 5% of my capital. So with a $25,000 account, that's about $1,250 per trade, per risk. If I see anything else in the future on that about sizing, I'll definitely make an adjustment, but I kind of had a guess there. So again, I got two alerts. One of them said we're going to discuss a certain stock, and another one said go ahead and execute a trade. And then I got a third text, which was a little bit of a relief because I wasn't sure about this meeting. And so here's that text. It basically said join our meeting tomorrow at 10:45 a.m. So that clarified things for me. And it also gives me some time to plan on whether I can make that meeting or not. So that's a lot better than just, hey, we're going to have a meeting. So that was good. The alert service so far seems relatively easy. I kind of found my way around pretty good. The daily report section is where I need to be to see the latest information. So I figured that out today. The report has new trades for the day and updates on current positions, plus a lot of information about the overall market and a few key stocks along with a watch list and some key news reports coming out. And to me, all this extra information just seems a lot like just a bunch of filler information. I mean, I'm only really interested in what to trade and when. So I don't think knowing all this extra information really helps me make money with this trading system. And this is just my early opinion. Maybe it'll change later. But just to recap, today I had one option that I actually purchased. The position is still open. My goal is to make 1% per day, which is approximately $250. And you can see my P&L, and the position's actually up $250 today. So far, that was a good pick there by Tom Busby. But, you know, the trade hasn't been closed out yet, so we really don't know. And on today, July 28th, my account started with $25,000. My current balance is $25,248. And there you have it for day number 2. Later on day 2, after the market closed, I did some snooping around the Early Bird Millionaires members area. And I found some more content kind of hidden away in the trade tracker area. In this area, there's a spreadsheet of all the trades, which was obvious, and I knew that on day 1. But what I did not know is what I found on day 2. I noticed at the bottom of the trade tracker page is another tab called recording. And there are 5 PDFs and 16 videos in this little hidden area. The first PDF, number 1, is Tom Busby's first book called Winning the Day Trading Game. Second is a white paper on how to manage trades. And this PDF white paper refers to a DTI roadmap market analysis software. And this PDF and software is a method of finding stocks with momentum. And this seems to be proprietary. And I think it is the key to Tom's strategy. The third PDF is a continuation of the white paper. The fourth PDF is about a put call indicator. Finally, some proprietary information. But the thing is that it is not very detailed or concise on how to use it. And after going through it, I still feel like I need to lean on Tom Busby for my trade picks. Next in that area are 16 videos on past recordings of the Early Bird program. There's 9 flash meetings, 2 Sunday planning meetings, 2 Ask the Pros meetings, and 3 other videos on some random topics. 9 of those videos required a special Webinado software to download in order to watch them. So I downloaded the software, and then it asked me for a username and password, so I was not able to access 9 out of the 16 videos. So I went ahead and emailed tech support to see if I can get access. And I wonder why he didn't make these videos easily available through Vimeo like all the others. Well, I'll look into these videos over the next week or so and report back on them in week 2 of this video series. This is Carl Dahm with the Real PNL channel. It is day 3 with Roger Scott and Tom Busby's Early Bird Millionaires Club. Today is Wednesday, July 29th, 2020. The information in this video is my opinion and my experience. I did receive a text alert this morning, but it was only a reminder about the meeting. It was not about any trade executions. I still woke up before the market opened to come and check and see the daily report. The report said no new trades for this morning. Then it states that yesterday's stock, the one that there is going to be a meeting about today, let's just call it stock XYZ. It states that XYZ was recommended yesterday, and it went from $9 yesterday to $14 today. But I never got an alert or a buy recommendation anywhere from a text, from an email, not on the daily report. It never said to buy this stock. It looks more like Tom Busby is claiming credit for a trade he never executed on the alert service. On the daily report, there was an update on my open position, and it basically said that there's no target exit for the position and to wait for further instruction. So today's stats are, overall I have 1 open position and I have 0 closed positions. I had 0 filled orders, 0 to open and 0 to close today. One thing I can say is following the alerts is relatively easy. Also, in the text was a link to today's flash meeting that's supposed to be at 10:45 a.m. But I had another appointment, so I'm hoping to watch that in an archive. I need to go through the website and see if I can find that archive. Now, compared to my modern options portfolio with 1 larger account, 1 smaller account, there really wasn't too much difference, because today I didn't have to do anything with the alert service. I did miss a meeting. And then today I didn't have to do anything with either one of my accounts. I just looked at them for like 30 seconds. So pretty similar at this point for today. And the market is closed. I'm going to do these videos after the market's closed so we can get a overall picture of how the account is doing after the market closes each day. So just to recap, overall I have 1 open position and I have 0 positions that I've closed. My goal is to make 1% per day, which is approximately $250 a day. On June 28th, I started this account with $25,000. My current balance is $25,125. So you can see the account went down by $123 today. And my opinion is that my account did not make 1% per day today. Actually was down a little bit. And so there you have it for day 3. Carl Dahm here with the Real PNL channel. It is day 4 with Roger Scott and Tom Busby's Early Bird Millionaires Club. Today is Thursday, July 30th, 2020. The information in this video is my opinion and my experience. Around 6 a.m. before the market opened, I received a text alert. And first I noticed that there were no new positions to be added today. And the subject was about 3 different open positions. 2 of those were positions that were established before Tuesday, July 28th, before I started following the service. And 1 was about my open position. And it provided a profit target to close the position with a GTC. So I went into my account and I placed the GTC order, which you can see is still open right now. One thing about my open position is that it's a low probability trade. So when I opened the trade, it had a delta of around 43, which means it had an approximate probability of being in the money at expiration of about 43%. And the position is short theta, which means time is running against the position. So the more that time goes by, the worse off it's going to be, everything else being equal. And my take is about this position is the more you put on low probability and negative theta trades, like the one that we have on now, the better chance you're going to have of losing money. It's like playing blackjack. You know, the house has the edge, not you. And you can see so far this trade, you can see it's going against me, which really, like I said, it's not surprising that it is, because it's a low probability trade. Not to say that it won't turn around, but when you look at it from a probabilistic standpoint, this trade is not going to win. Definitely not going to win 93% of the time, in my opinion. I also got a text alert from wealthpress.com trying to sell me something, so I immediately, text back, stop. Don't text me again. So just to kind of recap, overall, I have one open position and 0 positions closed since July 28th. Today I had 0 filled orders, 0 orders to open, and 0 orders to close. I did place a GTC order, so I was finally given a profit target. My goal is to make 1% per day, which is approximately $250. And on June 28th, when I started this account, I had $25,000 in it, and as of right now, there's $24,870. My opinion is that my account did not make 1% today. And so there you have it for day 4. This is Carl Dom with the Real P&L channel. It is day 5 with Roger Scott and Tom Busby's Early Bird Millionaires Club. Today is Friday, July 31st, 2020. The information in this video is my opinion and my experience. No text alerts came in early this morning before the market opened, but I did want to check the morning report, and there was an email that came in that was the morning report. And the report does have a reference to my current open position. Tom says we're going to get out of the position this morning. And in fact, we did get out of that position. And I think we made about $22 on that position. But later on, at around 8:30, a text alert came in, and it said that there's a Ask the Pros section, another meeting. And the meeting is going to happen at 10 a.m. Then at 10:41, there was another text that came in that said, hey, we're going to have a meeting, a flash meeting today at 12:30. So that's the second meeting that we're going to have. Then there was also a text that came in at 10:41 that was an update on trade number 66. So that was open before I started the service. So I'm not going to do anything there. And also, when I signed up for the service, I took Tom at his word that I would not have to be in front of my computer all day.
There's nothing to learn and almost 0 effort to participate.
Love it.
That's it. You won't be chained to your computer all day.
And I am available for the early birds trades in the morning, as advertised, but I can't make these spur of the moment meetings. Anyways, the most important thing here is that I execute the trades that come through the alert service, not making all these meetings. So just a stat update, I had 1 filled order today, 0 to open, and 1 to close. Overall, I have 0 open positions and 1 position that I've closed since I started on July 28th, 2020. Compared to my moderate options portfolio, one with the larger account with portfolio margin and one with a smaller account with regular margin, I looked at my positions today for about 30 seconds. I did not have to spend any more time on them for the rest of the day, so there was no extra meetings or spur of the moment meetings needed to take care of my options portfolio. And just to recap, I had 1 filled order, 0 orders to fill, 1 order to close. So overall right now I have 0 positions, and I have 1 position that's been closed since I've started this service on Tuesday. Today's Friday. My goal is to make 1% per day, which is approximately $250 per day. On June 28th, I started my account with $25,000, and my current balance is $25,022. My opinion is that my account did not make 1% per day following Tom today. And there you have it for day 5. This ends week 1, which is part 2 of my 6-part video series on my in-depth review of Roger Scott and Tom Busby's Early Bird Millionaires Club. Be sure to be on the lookout for week 2, which is the 3rd video called part 3 of this series.